Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Data Speaks. In this video series, we are going to learn about regression machine learning, specifically by developing an application of the stock price prediction and deploy that into the web application. We will begin with setting up a project folder, including setting up virtual environment, and then we will take the application up to the deployment. On the way, we will take every single step, including importing the data, cleaning data, data visualization, data pre-processing, machine learning model selection, model training, model evaluation, and at last, model deployment into production. So please do not forget to check all of those videos in the series so that you can learn end-to-end life cycle of a data science project. Without further delay, let's straight dive into this. In this very first video in the series, we will learn how to set up a project folder and create a virtual environment dedicated to the specific project. So let's begin with the very first step. Here in your computer, in any one of the major folders, that can be your desktop or your computer folder, for example C drive or OneDrive, whichever computer system you use, in those major folders create a folder called projects. So considering that this is my main folder, I would like to go ahead and create a new folder. I will call that projects. Once you have created that folder projects, you can open that folder, and inside that folder go ahead and create a new folder called stock price prediction. The reason behind having separate projects folder is you can organize your all individual projects in this one specific projects, so that it gets easy for you to manage and organize your work that you have done, and it is easy to find out something if you want to find out in the future, and if you want to add more projects within it, you can keep in one place. Once you have that, I will take you now to the Visual Studio Code, which is very dynamic and versatile tool to write any programming language that you want to write code into. This does not only support just writing a code, but also supports many extension or overall organizing projects in one place. If you already do not have Visual Studio Code in your computer, let's go ahead and download. So first of all, you need to search Visual Studio Code in your browser. Click on the link which shows code.visualstudio.com. When you click on that, this page will open. Based on what operating system you have in your computer, it will show you either you want to download into Mac OS or Windows. If you click on this one, then application download will begin. Once the application is downloaded in your computer, you can simply follow the steps provided and the application will be installed in your computer. Once it is installed, double click on that VS Code icon that is installed in your machine, and this page will open for you. At this point, you are ready to begin your project. The very first step here is going to be creating new virtual environment. Now go ahead and click on that file option and there open folder. If you remember, we have created a folder called stock price prediction. Click on that folder and click open. Once you have clicked on that, your stock price prediction project folder has opened in the Explorer. We will go ahead and open the terminal so that we can install the virtual environment and we can install all necessary modules and packages within our virtual environment. I will go ahead and click on that terminal here. If you click on that terminal, you can click on New Terminal. As soon as you click on that, you will have your terminal open. You can do this either on your computer's native terminal application or command prompt. Here we will do everything within the VS Code so that you do not have to leave VS Code for any components of your project. For now, here we have opened the terminal at your project folder level. However, we will first go to our root directory level. I will show you why in a moment. Let's go ahead and type cd space dot dot enter. If you are on Windows computer, it might be without space, just cd dot dot enter. If you do that, it will take you one directory back. So now we are at the projects folder, which is the root directory for us. Here we will check our Python version. Let's go ahead and type Python 3 and dash dash version. Sometimes it may be for you Python dash dash version based on how you have named while downloading and installing Python. I will run that and I can see I have Python installed in my machine so that I can use this to create my virtual environment. The very first step of creating virtual environment, we will match our virtual environment based on how we have named our project folder, stock dash price dash prediction, so that it will avoid creating multiple folders, one for the project, one for the virtual environment. It will be the exact same folder and all the components will be stored within that folder, including the components for the virtual environment. I will go ahead and call Python space dash m space virtual env, and I will name exactly in the way that my project folder is named. I will say stock dash price dash prediction. This way, if I run this, and you will notice bunch of folder being created, and this is our virtual environment. Within our project folder, we have successfully created empty virtual environment that will be different than your base Python installation. Whatever you want to install within your project folder, that will remain within the virtual environment once you have activated. So right now you have just installed your virtual environment, and which is empty, without any libraries, without any modules. You don't even have numpy and pandas you need for this project. So at this point, what we would like to do is activate the virtual environment so that whenever you install any libraries and modules, that will be installed within your project level virtual environment, which will not impact your base Python installation. Before activating the virtual environment, we need to change our project directory to be stock price prediction. Let's do that. Say cd stock dash price dash prediction. So if you do that, you are now at the project folder level. Now it is time to go ahead and activate the virtual environment so that whatever you install, that remains within the virtual environment. In Mac OS, you have to call source bin slash activate. If you hit that, you will see now you have your virtual environment activated. Now everything you will install in this project will remain within this virtual environment as far as you have this activated. So in bin folder of the virtual environment you have created, there is a file called activate. That's what has been triggered, and you have your virtual environment activated. With that note, we have successfully installed Visual Studio Code, we have selected project folder, we have installed virtual environment, we have activated virtual environment. And this is all in this specific video. In the next video onwards, we will go ahead and start actually working in our project. Since until here, it was setting up the project folders and installing virtual environment, activating virtual environment, so that we are ready to begin with our project. If you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and hit that notification button so that whenever I upload any new videos, you will instantly be notified. Thank you for watching until here, and I will see you in the next video.